Welcome to the Sanctuary. My name is Virgil Clunder. A few years ago, my wife and I built the Sanctuary as a Caribbean-style type of resort for our family and friends. And in the next few minutes, you'll see why it's one of, if not the most unique estate property in all of Southwest Florida. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Now, the Sanctuary is actually uniquely located in South Florida in that it is about 2 miles from the Gulf of Mexico and 2 miles from one of the largest deep water marinas on the entire west coast of Florida. Now, the first 5 acres is the fully developed, gated part of the estate in which we live, and the other 5 acres is an identical matching parcel right next door, which we originally bought would be perfect for using with horses and stables and things like that. Surrounding the sanctuary is roughly about 1,000 acres of undeveloped land, which is comprised of hundreds and hundreds of miles of horse trails. So several people that live in this neighborhood already have horses and use the property around us all the time. It's an amazing wildlife sanctuary. Now, the outdoor environment that we've created at the Sanctuary rivals anything you would ever find at any Caribbean resort. And the best part of it is it will be all yours. We started when we dug the original lake. We went down 40 feet, creating scuba diving caves and caverns and reef walls. The entire pond is basically built as about a 2.5 million gallon private swimming pool. It is all spring-fed water. The beach sand was imported from a very specific place in Florida, which only has the best beach sand. The waterfall is custom on its own, which is 280 tons of coral that was actually dynamited out of the bottom of the lake, and complete with natural high diving ledges, low diving ledges, a hot tub at the top of the waterfall which seats about 12 to 15 people, which is finished off just like a swimming pool. The gazebo itself is fully functional, high-speed wireless everywhere, hammock, full kitchen, even a bar. As far as things for the kids to play on, that was really kind of what we wanted to do. We wanted to create an environment where kids and families and groups could come and just have a blast. Feel like they're in the Caribbean just by being, a few minutes from home. And so we installed the water trampoline, which is professional grade, a zip line from the top of the waterfall, which kids have a blast on, and even a balance bridge, which the kids can, they'll spend their whole day just tiring themselves out there. It's just a tremendous blast and something which is completely unique to Southwest Florida. Now, the lake was actually designed to be a fisherman's dream because we personally imported over 100 bass that are over 10 pounds each for the adult fishermen. And as far as a kid goes, it is a dream pond for a kid to fish in because from the bridge alone, a child will usually average about 1 fish a minute. And it is just a tremendously fun pond, both to play in and to fish on. As far as storage on the property goes, there's actually a tremendous amount because there's 2 separate outbuildings. The first is about a 240 square foot building, which is around 20 or 30 feet from the house. And then there's also a 1,500 square foot fully functional shop, which is perfect for like a 45-foot RV. I actually had a Lamborghini collection in there for years. So it's perfect for all different types of things, and there's plenty of storage. The waterfall fireplace is actually one of the most unique features in the house. It's actually one of 3 waterfalls that we have inside the house. And it's unique because we actually invented it. When we originally created it, we actually had goldfish swimming in the water underneath the flames and everything. And over time, we just took those out. But it's made of aged marble, aged copper, and creates a tremendous effect. With the size of the great room, it echoes the sound of water all throughout the house. As you can see, like even the mantle is all handmade, hand-carved mahogany. The copper leaves that have little spiraling down little fountains on each side of it, and it's a pretty unique little piece. Now, not too many houses have a wishing well right in the center of the living room, so we wanted it to be really unique when we created it. We started with the bronze dolphins in the center, made the entire wishing well itself out of solid granite, and ran it all the way to the top of the stairs where the water is pumped down the stairs, creating a waterfall staircase. All the glass in the house is either carved glass or etched glass. In this particular case, it's a piece of etched glass. There are actually 3 different layers of glass with different objects on each layer, which gives it a sense of depth. Probably the most important thing to us when we designed the house was that we wanted it to have a really open feel to it, where people could interact and move freely between the rooms as one giant family. The kitchen actually is one of the most popular rooms for our whole family. We spend probably the majority of our time in here because, as you can see, you can pretty much see everything in the house from this view, and it's a really fun place for the family to hang out. It's also extremely functional, much more than the 40 cabinets and the double bullnose granite and the sculpted ceilings. It's just a very functional place to hang out. We've held parties here with up to 300 or 400 people, and the kitchen works flawlessly for something like that. The ceiling in the kitchen is something we're extremely proud of because of the artwork. It's a local artist that did everything, and it's one of 3 hand-sculpted ceilings in the property. This one is actually accented by solid woodwork all the way around and really gives the kitchen a very warm feel. Now, the formal dining room is one of our other favorite places to hang out. The centerpiece is a hand-sculpted table with etched place settings, and it's really a unique piece just in itself. The room is surrounded with columns. I believe there's something like 37 columns in the house, and it goes all the way up to the second of 3 hand-sculpted trade ceilings in the house, where the spotlights actually dial in on each place setting. It really you can create some really unique effects with all the lighting that we have all throughout the house, actually, but in this room especially. Now, the solid cypress ceilings in the master suite are actually just a continuation from the great room and give the entire upper floor a nice warm golden feel to it. The actual bedroom itself is extremely large, giving you several sitting areas, also an exercise area. It contains its own separate marble fireplace. Everything is either aged marble or solid mahogany. And in addition to the entertainment center, we also have a full little miniature kitchen up here with a microwave, sink, and fridge, so that when we're up here relaxing away from the rest of the world, we don't have to go downstairs. It's actually a very nice little getaway for Mom and Dad. Now, the master bathroom we kind of created with a lot of unique architectural effects from top to bottom. We wanted to have a spa-like feel, so we used a lot of aged marble, very unique type of tile work, custom fixtures of all kinds, the carved glass which separates the hot tub from the shower area, and pretty much everywhere you look, it's a unique architectural feature. One of the nicest features about the upstairs master suite is that both the master bedroom and the master bath open out directly onto a large private deck from which you can catch some awesome sunrises and sunsets and just generally, relax as a couple. Now, the den is actually my favorite room in the whole house, simply because, starting with the ceiling, it's a 5-tray ceiling that is completely unique, all handcrafted by local artists, and it's really a thing of beauty any time of day. The entire office itself has, once again, a very warm Caribbean-style feel to it, and it's conducive for an actual functional office because it has a separate entrance and exit, or just as a den or an entertainment room type thing. And the best part is, if you think it looks great during the day, you gotta see it at night. Ever since we built the sanctuary, it's been a constant source of satisfaction and relaxation for our family, and it'll be the same for yours too. So come on out and see us and find out for yourself what makes the sanctuary so special.